Hey guys, I'm Robin Rosado with Top Speed Golf. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how we can start coming over the top in our golf swing, get you hitting your drives a little bit farther. So let's go and get started. Okay guys, if you're joining us from YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel so you can get notified every time we get some new content out there. Okay guys, so coming over the top is such a distance killer. Probably the number one thing that a lot of people struggle with is this motion of opening up too early. So let's talk about first what's happening when we're coming over the top. Now mostly what's happening is we're thinking a little bit too much upper body movement. So my chest is opening up to the target just a little bit too early. My right side here is kind of taking over and I'm going like this over the top here, opening way up. My lower body hasn't done much. What that normally produces for a lot of people is going to be that big slice, path going left, face is open, and then it's just absolutely killing your distance. So in this video today, I'm going to talk about the key thing I noticed the most that's going to help you not come over the top, and then a little bit there and how we can get a little bit more into out path so we can start hitting our draws. So the number one thing I see a ton of when we're coming over the top, swinging mostly with the upper body, is actually our head is moving down towards the target and down towards the ball. So we're starting our initial downswing with our head going forward towards that target. You notice if I do this, it gets me a little bit steep as far as my plane is concerned, and then I'm compensating now and trying to open on up because I've moved forward and now I'm swinging all upper body and coming over the top. So let me hit one here for you. I'm going to try to move forward on it and see if I can show you the numbers here. And the idea, what we're going to try to do is try to get your path to be more in to out. So let me try to move here a little bit forward on you and see what I can do. All right, so that was not good. Hit it dead left. It didn't slice on me, but not good. Came out low and left, actually went into the trees. And we'll see here in a second. So you can see my club path was 6.5 to the left. Not really that good. I shut the face on that one, so maybe again that's you. Maybe you leave the face open and slice it, or sometimes you shut it and you hit a really quick shot to the left like I just did right there. That's 12 degrees, my face closed on that one. So not a great shot. So now in this drill here, what I'm gonna do is take an alignment stick. We're focusing on the head right now. And if you heard that term, you wanna keep your head behind the ball. It's kind of similar to that, but we're gonna talk about our spine and what's happening. Technically at address, our spine is about 5 to 10 degrees tilted away from our target. At impact, our spine is gonna increase to about 15 to 20 degrees. So now I've got this alignment stick in the dead middle of my stance. I'm gonna take my normal setup here to the golf ball. And at address, my head may not be directly behind this stick, but at impact, I want to feel like my head is staying behind that stick on the way down to impact. Again, this is an over-exaggerated feeling. Now, you may not necessarily be fully behind that stick, and that's okay. This is just to help you visually so you don't move too far ahead of that golf ball. So when you're doing this here, when you take it to the back, maybe your head is fully behind it, maybe not, and that's okay. But on the way down, to over-exaggerate, you want to make sure you're trying to keep your head behind that stick. Imagine a wall right here. Your head is not trying to hit that wall right there. You're trying to stay behind that as you swing to impact. Now, one thing I don't want you to forget is I don't want you to forget to make sure you're rotating your lower body. That's kind of key part to starting your downswing properly. But we're focusing a lot on the head right now. We're focusing on making sure we're not moving this head forward. So now that we just got this drill or the stick down on the ground to help me keep my head behind that stick coming into the golf ball, well, now the other side of the coin is we need to fix your path, because over the top obviously causes a path to the left, as you saw in my bad shot there a second ago. Now we need to do the opposite, feel like our path is swinging more into out. So let's go ahead and take some practice swings here. Again, the stick here is going to be dead middle of my stance. That's going to be from my head. Now to help me swing more into out path in the initial movement and downswing, I'm going to focus on my right elbow here. I'm going to try to get my right elbow to point more down at the ground, almost like I'm holding that tray of food there. But now the inside part of my right elbow to the inside part of my right bicep here is trying to tuck and hit the side of my ribs here. It may not fully get there, but that's just the feeling I want to get, because if you notice, if I do that right now, try to get the elbow tucked, this is already getting me to swing more into out. Really making it easy to kind of, now with my head staying behind that stick, both those two things combined really gets me to feel I'm swinging way into out. So do 3 practice swings before you hit a ball. Again, having that alignment stick down on the ground, keeping your head behind that stick, allowing that right elbow to tuck into your side here, getting the path more into out. So let me hit one here for you. Hopefully it will give me a little bit of a draw. And the main thing I'm focusing on is my path so that I'm not coming over the top and swinging left on it. Ah, perfect. I hit a little bit of a draw there. I really felt like the biggest thing was keeping my head behind that stick and my elbow was tucked under. Let's go take a look at the Flight Scope numbers here. Let's see what that says. All right, great. So on that one there, I swung, my path was 1.3 degrees out to the right compared to before. I was swinging, I think it was what, like 6 degrees to the left. Face was a little bit closed, gave me a little bit of a draw in there. So that was perfect what I wanted to do. So with all that, it fixed my path, just keeping my head behind that stick and my right elbow to tuck down. All right, so we just got your path figured out. Now you're hitting better drives. Again, maybe a little bit of a draw in there, but we need to get you to shallow the golf club. We touched on that just a little bit, and that's what Clay's gonna talk about next. Our best drill for shallowing the golf club early in downswing, and that's a tennis racket drill. So go ahead and click on the iCard. It's gonna take you to the full version of that video. All right, guys, so good luck, have fun as always, and play well.
Good player problems. We're gonna talk about shallowing that club shaft out as we're starting down, as we're doing this rotating of the face that we worked on in the last video. As we start this downswing, what you'll see with basically all of the top players is instead of coming kind of over the top and letting the hands come out away from their body, letting the club come out away from their body, again coming down steep into the ball and then having to open up, kind of fillet open the face and add loft to it, the flattening of the shaft should happen as soon as we start down. So as we start this downswing, what we want to have happening here, you can imagine that if I draw a line from the hosel of my club up through my right elbow, that's my swing plane line, my elbow plane. As I go to the top of the swing, I'm going to be slightly above that. And then as I start down, I want my hands to start to shallow out. I want the club to shallow out inside of this elbow plane. And at the same time, I'm going to be